Listen, it's so unserious, yet I'm so here for it. If you guys are new here, my name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related. And I am back to talk about a brand new show just premiered on Apple TV called Palm Royale. And when I tell you I am absolutely here for it, absolutely here for it. The cast is star studded, very on the nose, very camp. If that's your aesthetic, I think you'd like it. Off the heels of the Swans ending, feud Capote versus the Swans, I think this is the perfect replacement show. It airs on Apple TV every single week. The first 3 episodes, though, I believe are already out. And of course, I will be covering them all because this is right in my wheelhouse, honey. Take me to a time gone by. Honestly, if I had to relate it to anything, I will say these are the Palm Beach Swans, right? A version of the Swans. In addition to that, if you like shows like The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, things like that, I feel like this would be right up your alley. I really, really do, you guys. So let's get right into it. But first, if you are new here, if this is your first time being here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, join the family, join my sweeties, okay? I'm sure there's something here for you as I review everything, just about, okay? But let's get right into this cast. Again, starring as our main lead, Kristen Wiig plays Maxine Simmons, aka Maxine Delacourt. Okay, be important later on. We have Kaya Jordan Gerber playing Mitzi, Carol Burnett as Norma Delacourt, Ricky Martin playing Robert. And can we just take a moment for Ricky Martin? Can I just take a moment for him? Okay, he looks good. Okay, we have Leslie Bibb playing Dinah. If you were in my age bracket, okay, you remember her as Brooke on Popular. Okay, I've said, and I will say this is an adult Brooke. Okay, we have Allison Janney who plays Evelyn, Laura Dern playing Linda, and Josh Lucas playing Douglas. Now you know this, honey, from Sweet Home Alabama. That's rom-com royalty, okay? We have Mindy Cohn from Facts of Life playing Anne, Amber Sade Robinson as Virginia, Julia Duffy playing Mary Jones, y'all, and the list goes on. Like I said, star-studded. I'm completely here for it, and I would be absolutely remiss if we didn't get into the creators, the writers, directors, executive producers of the show. So the writer is Abe Sylvia, directors Tate Taylor, Claire Scanlon, Abe Sylvia, Stephanie Lang, and for the executive producers, we have Abe Sylvia, Jamie Lemons, Katie O'Connell Marsh, John Norris, Sherry Holman, Laura Dern, Kristen Wiig, Tate Taylor, and Shar White, you guys. I'm absolutely here for it. And apparently, this is Abe Sylvia's baby. Okay. As the episode opens up, and if you have not watched, spoiler filled, I'm actually going to give a recap and my thoughts at the end. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it, then come back. Okay. So this is all about climbing the social ladder, gaining acceptance, becoming one of the who's who. Okay. Immediately we meet Miss Maxine, honey, and she done snuck her way into the Palm Royale, honey. I mean, hopping gates, hopping fences because she needed to be there. She said, anybody who's anybody is there. Okay. And so yeah, and so she's there and she is just ear hustling. Ricky Martin plays the bartender slash server, waiter, staff, or whatever, and she asked for a grasshopper. And apparently, this grasshopper required a special item that he had to send out for. And as soon as he drops it off the table, she says, "Is there somewhere I need to sign?" And he's like, "Sign?" Like, and so immediately we know she is completely out of her depth. Okay, like, this ain't where you belong, sis. And he's like, "Did I spill?" He said, "In more ways than one." Okay, well, all this time is going by, and she sees the four ladies. And let me pull that one back up so that you can see. Main, I guess, Florida swans, I'll call them, are Dinah. We have Evelyn. Okay, and we have Julia, and then the sugar heiress isn't on here, and I don't know why she isn't. Maybe she'll come into play a little bit later. And so she hears Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn is basically talking about rights, feminism and her charity efforts because she is the grand dame. Okay. She runs everything. She has won, I guess, a philanthropy award for the last 10 years straight. Okay. And nobody is going to take her spot. Okay. They start talking about at the time, wife, and then, inserts herself in the conversation, honey. And why did she do that? Because Miss Evelyn wasn't having it. Okay. Because, like, who were you? When I tell you that Maxine got up, went to those people's table, and was standing over trying to carry on conversation, and they're like, okay, like, not for you. This is not the place for you. You were not invited. And so quickly after, Maxine returns to her table, and Ricky Martin and another, I guess, staff member comes to, write it on a card, very discreet, come with us now. Okay. It was like, well, can I just finish my grasshopper? He said, come with us immediately, or we're going to drag you out of here. And so they take her in, and they're like, how did you get in here? She's like, I came in the back. He said, there's no back door. She said, I didn't say I went through a door, honey. Hop that fence, hop that gate. And so basically they take her picture, and they're like, ma'am, you have to be a member to come here. And it was very kind of rude. And so Martin's character is like not in it at all. They take her picture and they throw her out, and they make sure that she's gone. And this is the moment where we get more information about Maxine and who she is. She's changing in her car. She's kind of a no-tell. And then we see her methods and ways of getting outfits, which is going to Miss Norma, who's I don't know if she's in a coma. They said she had an embolism, right? But she is not awake to the waking world. And so she goes there, she takes jewelry, purses, whatever, but typically she returns it, right? And so the same day she is going to get her nails done, and across the street, she sees Dinah, honey. Baby Dinah is having what appears to be a lover's quarrel with the tennis instructor from the Palm Royale. Okay. And so, her husband, she's like, I have to figure out how I insert myself in this situation without, brazen or drawing the wrong type of attention. So, honey, tell me why. She gets in her who ride, cuts off Dinah. Dinah hits her, and she gets injured. And of course, Dinah has got to take her under her wing to get her medical care, to get her treated, and to figure out what the heck else is going on. Okay. And so at this point, that's the meet cute for them. And they've got to figure it out. Maxine's got to figure out how to flip it. And she's like, well, you can just take me to lunch. And she's like, you're hemorrhaging from the head. Dinah says to Maxine, let me take you to my doctor. Takes her to her doctor, and talking, they're sharing, and the doctor's like, you were involved, Dinah, I need to see you too. And Dinah completely spazzes out, spazzes, runs to the bathroom, and Maxine's like, what's the problem, tell me all about it. And so Dinah proceeds to tell her everything, that she's pregnant by the tennis pro, the baby's going to be the wrong color, so she can't have it, she has to figure out a way, fix the problem. So meanwhile, Maxine remembers someone that she met who she thinks would be the prime candidate to help her with this situation. Enter this lady here, okay? And basically, she's like, my friend has a situation and needs help, and you're for women helping women. And so she uses those resources, honey, to get Dinah what she needs to get done, thinking that's going to endear her to her, and of course, get her a sponsorship into the club, because that's literally what's required in order to make her plan come full circle. Okay. So, starts talking to Dinah, and she tells her, Delacorte by marriage, I was in beauty pageants, plastics, and in something else, and all of these things as it relates to the family line. And so Dinah's like, yeah, okay, like, we're going to sponsor you, and kind of uses Maxine for the next couple of scenes as her little errand girl. Okay. I have that scene, so let's pull it up. Yeah, and so they're, the thing. So of course she takes her and got her the help that she needed. And so, and at a friendship, it's definitely just kind of a usury situation. So Dinah and Maxine continue on, and basically Dinah's like, I'm never going to nominate you. You don't have this, you don't have that. And while she's taking Maxine along to her dress fittings because she's been nominated for the philanthropy award, and so that ensues. They have a falling out. Decides to go pick up the dress. She tries it on in her no-tell motel. Dinah appears at the door. You're like, you're wearing my dress. She was like, yeah, I was going to give it back to you. She's like, are you just a complete liar, Maxine? Is everything you told me a lie, X, Y, or Z? And she's like, no. Then enter the husband. Okay. Delacorte. Okay. And so Dinah's finally like, okay, I leave her in that. She sponsors her for the club. This time, Maxine has taken the lady's jewelry and pawned it, honey, because she found that's a quick way to make income. Because to join the Palm Royale, you had to pay $30,000 up front and then $500 a month just to maintain your membership. And of course, donating and all of that is going to become a thing in the future. But this scene is actually at the ball, or not the ball, but the fundraiser award ceremony where Dinah's being presented the award. And it's just a mess. We actually see Evelyn confront during this time and is basically like, you stole Norma's grandbaby from her. You were the pageant queen. You told people that you were X, Y, or Z just to get him. And it's been good so far. Again, as the episode opened up, we kind of feeling that some crime has been committed, just the way that it's being narrated. So I'm curious to see how it's going to build. Drop it in the comments below if we're watching this, if you're into it. I'm definitely going to be reviewing it because it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of figuring my way with the new setup. Let me know what you guys think of the recordings here and bringing the images up. I don't know if it's a thing for you. I'm curious. Let me know. But yeah, you guys, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.